Previously on The Scars of Youth.
Why can't my life look like that? That's the mirror I want us to talk about today. The digital mirror. You know, sometimes I think about how every story starts so quietly. Like before even the pain or even the lessons or the scars, there is just an ordinary morning. A young girl waking up, a mom calling from the kitchen, a world that feels safe, but at least for a little while. This is Amanda Todd's story. Let's dive in. Amanda Todd's story started like that. No tragedy. No headlines, just a normal morning in the British Columbia in Canada. The light coming through her bedroom window, brushing against the posters on the wall, Justin Bieber, maybe, or a favorite band. Her cat curled at the foot of her bed, stretching as she stretched for a phone. And like most teens, the first thing they did or she did when she woke up was to check her messages. I imagine she smiled a little because of a text from a friend. Maybe even a laughter at something on Facebook. Just another day. School, classes, music, practice, maybe lunch with friends. Her mom, Carol, was in the kitchen. The smell of toast, eggs, that soft background morning radio. Amanda will roll her eyes, smile, grab her backpack. That door would slam, footsteps downstairs, and she'll be gone, off to school. That's the thing about stories like this. They never start like tragedies. They start with a small, beautiful, or even detailed things that look real. Because Amanda was real. She wasn't a headline. She wasn't a case study. She was just a girl. A young soul who loved art, loved singing, loved making her friends laugh also. At school, she was that kid who would sing too loud when music played. The one who would doodle hearts in her notebook margins. Her teachers said she had a spark. This energy that made people smile, But like a lot of teens, she also had insecurities. She wanted to fit in, to feel pretty, to be noticed. That's not unusual. That's every youth at some point in life, trying to figure out where they belong, how to be seen without feeling fake. And maybe that's where it began. Not in danger, but just in longing. That simple human need to be accepted. Because when you're young, being liked feels like being loved. And sometimes when life feels confusing, the wrong kind of attention can feel like comfort. That night, Amanda was probably in her room, scrolling online, headphones on, humming softly. Her mom might have passed by the door, just a quiet goodnight. Amanda might have said, "Night, Mom," without looking up, eyes still on the screen. It's those small moments that haunt me. The ones that seem so normal, so harmless. You never know when your normal nights turn into a chapter you can't erase forever. That's what I keep thinking as I tell her story. Because I've seen it, maybe you have seen it too. The way the internet opens the door, we can't always close it. At first, it is exciting. You meet people, you laugh, you share. And slowly, without even realizing, the line between friendship and risk disappears. But in that moment, that peaceful, innocent moment, Amanda was just another teenager with dreams. She wanted to be a singer, a YouTuber maybe. She wanted her art to reach people. She wanted to be seen. And honestly, that's all we want, isn't it? To be seen, to be known, and also to matter. I think about her sometimes, sitting on her bed, writing lyrics in a notebook. Maybe she looked out the window, watching the sky fade from the blue to orange, thinking about the next day, the next song, the next message. A young girl on the edge of so much potential. If only she knew what was waiting on the other side of the screen. If only somebody could have told her that not everyone online wants to be your friend. But how do you want someone who just wants to be loved? That's the heartbreak of this story. Because Amanda wasn't careless. She was trusting. And trust is supposed to be a beautiful thing, right? It's supposed to mean safety, not danger. When I think about that, I remember my own teenage years. Those friendships that felt like everything. Those secrets I thought were safe. And I wonder, how many of us have trusted the wrong people? But only realized it when it was too late. Amanda's story could have been any of ours. Either mine, yours, theirs, any of ours. It starts in a room filled with posters and laughter. It starts with dreams and music and messages. It starts with innocence and ends with a world learning what betrayal can do to a young heart. But we are not there. Not in this scene. Here, she's still laughing with her friends, still running for the bus, still full of hope. Here, she's still safe. And maybe that's the hardest part to tell. Because you know what's coming, but she doesn't. That's where her story begins, with simplicity, warmth, and the quiet moments that make someone human. Before the noise, or even before the storms. You know, I've always believed the internet is like a house with $1,000,000. Each one leads somewhere new. A place to laugh, a place to learn, to connect, to dream. But what they'll never tell you is that behind some of those doors, there are people who don't knock with kindness. Amanda Todd opened one of those doors. At first, it didn't look dangerous. It looked fun. It looked safe. She was just a girl, 12 years or even maybe 13, posting pictures, chatting online, making friends like most of us did. Social media was her world. Facebook, tiny chat rooms, new apps popping up every day. She'll sit at her computer, lights peeling from the screen, the world outside fading into night. Maybe music played softly in the background, a favorite pop song, something about love and being free, anything. And then a new message notification came. A stranger, a friendly, funny, flattering stranger. The kind of a person who makes you feel seen when you're invisible. He told her she was beautiful. Told her she had the kind of smile that could light up the room, And she believed him. Amanda believed him. Because at her age, those words mean everything. Because when you're young, compliments sounds like truth, right? Even when they come from the wrong mouth. That's how it starts. Not with danger, with intention. Not with fear, but with curiosity. She started chatting with him often. At first, it felt harmless. Small talks, small jokes, small compliments. Then one night, the messages changed. He asked for something. Something personal, but also something private. And here is where I want us to pause for a second. Because if you're listening and you're young, I want you to understand this part clearly. It's never your fault for trusting. It's never your fault for being kind. Predators are professionals in pretending. They know what to say. They know how to wait. And that's what he did. He waited until Amanda trusted him enough to let her guard down. And in one moment of curiosity, one mistake she didn't know was a mistake, everything changed. She probably closed her laptop after, maybe left it off, maybe forgot about it. But he didn't. He saved it. And that's where the nightmare began. A few weeks later, she woke up to messages she didn't expect. Threats, screenshots, whispers. Someone had found her school friends online. someone had sent them something private. And just like that, the internet turned on her. Imagine that, waking up one morning and realizing your safety, your reputation, your name, all hijacked by a stranger. She tried to delete accounts, tried to hide. But one thing, the internet never forgets. And in high school, rumors spread faster than truth. Amanda's bright smile started to fade. She began missing classes. She'll become a home quieter. Her mom, Carol, noticed that. And one day, she did ask her if everything was okay. And Amanda, like many of us when we are hurting, said, "Yes, mom, I'm fine." But she wasn't. Every notification became a trigger. Every friend request felt like a threat. Every halfway whisper felt like a laughter at her expense. And you know what hurts most? The betrayal didn't come just from a stranger. It came from her peers. The same kids she laughed with, the same kids she smiled with, turned against her. Screenshots became weapons. Group chats became walls she couldn't climb. You can picture her, can't you? Sitting in a room, scrolling through comments she never asked for, tears wailing up as words blurred. Maybe she'll look in the mirror and ask herself what she did wrong. Maybe she'll whisper to herself, "Why me? Why me?" And I think every youth who's ever been bullied knows that question. It's very heavy. It's lonely. And it doesn't go away easily. Carol, her mom, tried everything. New schools, counseling, moving towns. But can you move away from the internet? No, you can't. No, you can't. It follows you. It remembers. Amanda tried to start afresh. New classmates, new beginnings. For a few weeks, maybe she smiled again. Maybe she made a new friend, laughed in class, joined in gym. But then, the messages found her again. In the gym. In the classes. On her bed. Everywhere. New accounts, new threats. And the cycle started all over again. That's when her anxiety began to grow deeper. She developed panic attacks. She will wake up in the nights shaking. She'll stop singing as much, stop posting, stopped believing in the world that the world was kind. Her mom will sit by her side, trying to hold her hand, trying to remind her that life could still be beautiful. But when the online world turns cruel, even love starts to feel small. You see, Amanda didn't just start Amanda didn't just face bullying. No. She faced digital imprisonment. A world where she couldn't escape from the noise, the shame, but more so the screenshots. And maybe that's what we don't talk about enough. We say, just ignore them. We say, turn off your phone. But for today's youth, your phone is your world, right? It's your connection, your community, and also your stage. Turning it off feels like disappearing. So she stayed, scrolling, hoping it will stop, praying someone will stand up for her. But do you think anyone did? No, none did. And that's where her scars deepened. Not just from what was done to her, but from what no one did to help. When I think of Amanda's story, I think of how easily it could happen to any youth, even the strongest ones, even the happiest ones. Because online, pain wears a filter. You never know who is drowning behind the perfect post. Amanda once said she just wanted to feel normal again, to walk to school and not feel like everyone was staring, to be able to smile without wondering if someone was judging her. That's all she wanted, just to feel normal again. But when your name becomes a headline, when your image becomes a meme, normal starts to feel impossible. And that's when she started to write, to draw, to turn pain into words. Even if no one will read them, she just wrote. Because sometimes writing is the only way to scream quietly. Indeed, it is. I do write, and it's the same thing to me. That's why we'll pause for now. We will continue with Amanda's story in chapter 2 of Amanda's story. Stay tuned. Keep watching. This was Makena Brandon, and this is The Scars of Youth.